Hello everyone, and welcome to the next part of this assignment, which is we're going to make the drawing. And this is where it's most important because we're going to need to use the proper notation. Make sure you have the whole block open and you're in 1.3 part 2 holes. If not, you make sure you have that folder and close this up. Begin like usual. Make a drawing from a design, and instead of from scratch, it should be from your title block, and press OK. Now, I think 1 to 4 is not going to be a good enough size, so I'm going to switch this to 1 to 2. And I'm going to place this, I want you to place it a little lower than you might normally do. And then we could hit OK. And now we're going to hit project, and we're going to project to about this height, not too high, because we're actually going to put a lot of information above this. And go to the right and check it off. So the next step is we need to turn this into a shaded. Close. Now you probably or may not have all of these icons, so make sure you get all of those. Also, these should all have center lines. And that's it. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is put the dimensions of the height. That would be this side right here, 2 inches. I'm going to kind of extend this a decent amount. That's 1 inch. And the point from any of these down, that's a 1/2 inch. Now what I'm going to do is just start from the left edge and go to the center of each point, and I'm just going to keep doing this all the way over. All the way over. Click. Left edge, center, left edge, center. We can see that these are each an inch farther than the last. And I don't have to do the last math because I know that this is, oh, I do have to, because I didn't say that it's 6 inches. And there we go. So that's the easy part. That's what we've talked about before. The more challenging part is going to be getting all the correct notation, right? We can get the diameter if it's just a regular circle, but these are very special holes. So Fusion makes it nice and easy for us. Hit the drop down for text, hit hole and thread note. We're going to click on the edge, and because I'm going to bring this to the left, we're going to click on the left edge, and I'm going to just arbitrarily put it down because I'm probably going to have to fix this later. Then I'm going to do the same thing here. And the same thing here. Now I'm going to go the other way. Okay, now right click and press OK or press cancel. Now what you're going to notice is there's a lot of, it's a little bit sloppy. So click on this once, we can kind of space these out a little bit. Again, if you click on it once, you get this gray dot. Make sure you don't cross any of the leader lines. Make sure there's enough space that everyone could follow. Now, I'm actually going to make a change right here. So quarter is a 1/4 inch diameter. 20 is your threads. 2B is important, but this part, 0.215 down 2 inches, that's not important, right? Because we know it's going to be a through hole, so I'm going to write the word through, but that's actually the diameter of the interior parts of the thread. So we're going to click, make sure you get this top part, and erase everything. Then hit delete, not backspace, so it'll go up. Now bring your mouse all the way to the end and hit capital, type in capital THRU, and then close. So now we know which type of threading it is, which way it's turning, interior or inside diameter, and then we have a through hole. Now something that you will see in these is often with holes you want to have it rounds to the nearest hundredth. So, or not rounds, but what we're going to do is double click, and I'm going to make this 0.40 and 1.00. Now once I do that, I have to make these changes again to make sure that it looks nice. This is already in the hundredths. These are not. So I'm going to make this 0.50, 1.50. The diameter is 1.00 with a depth of 0.30. Again, I can just move these around to make them look nicer. This is in hundredths, that's in the hundredths, and that's also perfect. So you're all done. Actually, what I might do too is I would drag these up a little bit. We don't need as much spacing, so we're not all done completely. Almost, though. And that'll give a little bit of space before you get to this distance. So that's all the information of this hole block. It's something that any engineer or manufacturer can see and understand pretty clearly. So take a screenshot, Windows Shift S, and get everything. Make sure you save this whole block drawing, and in a few sections we're going to edit this drawing as well. Alright, you guys hopefully did a great job, and I hope you learned something today.